Hi, this is Little Dwarf playing games while rambling incoherently into a microphone. Why? Well, just because I can, and I continue with Arcanum of Steamworks and Magick Obscura, Blind. Now I'm here back at the ancient temple because I've acquired a vial of dragon blood that was required by a cursed undead warrior who's supposedly, cursed to remain undead forever, and he needs the dragon blood to return back to life. Now, he might actually be a horrible person. There is a slight possibility of that, but I've discussed that earlier, and I feel like even if he is, then the degree of punishment of being forced to suffer unlife forever is a bit too harsh. So, worst case scenario, I'm just going to kill him, basically, which will at least release him from the torment of being undead.
You have returned with the blood. Please, pour the blood on me.
What will happen? What exactly is going on here? There is an unbelievable longing in the skeleton's voice, a desperation.
Use the blood on me.
Okay, I will, because as I said, I feel like this is overkill as far as punishment goes, and if anything, he should just die. He shouldn't be forced to live, quote unquote, in such a state forever. So did it really return him back to life? I guess it did, human noble.
Ah, yes, my flesh is restored. I'd forgotten the pleasures, the feelings, the rush of blood running through my veins. It's ecstasy.
Laughs ominously, Who are you?
Me? I'm Torian Kel, warlord in the Grey Legions of the Torian Kel. How many years has it been? All of this and you, so unfamiliar.
I don't know. How long were you like that?
I don't know. I was a warrior, raised from the grave to serve in the Undead Legions of the Torian Kel. We fought a great battle with the... what was it? So many years ago, and I am all that is left. Alone. So alone.
Torian Kel, I have many questions. Might you answer them?
Forgive me. I owe you a debt of gratitude. What question did you have?
He holds his arm over his breast, bowing slightly. Well, at the very least, even if he is some kind of a crazy murderer, because that's still to be determined, the Torian Kel, from what I've read in a book given to me by Elder Joachim, were even worse than the Molochean Hand, and the Molochean Hand are currently trying to kill me. But even if he was some kind of a crazy murderer or, a psycho, then at least he's polite, and at least he appreciates that I've saved him. Actually, I've got a few. Do you have a few moments?
Of course.
What is this place?
This was the greatest temple of the Torian Kel. When the battle between the Grey Legions and the Molochean Hand was over, we returned here, hoping to find our masters. They never returned.
I have a few questions about the Torian Kel.
What would you like to know about the Torian Kel?
Who were they?
The Torian Kel was the ancient order of the dead, formed by the disciples of the great necromancer Kurgan in the years following his banishment. They were a secret society, unknown for years, who practiced the arts of dark necromancy.
Why was it so secret? What were they doing?
Perhaps things are different now, but the practice of the dark necromantic arts was forbidden for many years. The Torian Kel lived among the shadows for centuries, wielding their dark magics behind locked doors, uncovering the secrets of the spirit worlds, soul poisons, the raising of the undead, speaking with spirits beyond the grave.
What happened to them?
There was a great schism in the order. Within the Torian Kel were an order of assassins. They were called the Molochean Hand. and for centuries they were the silent weapon of the Darien Ka, a deadly defense against the world and its prejudices. But one day, the Hand turned against the Order, and there was war between them.
What caused the schism?
I never knew what happened to cause that rift, but because of it, the Grey Legions were raised.
What were the Grey Legions?
The Grey Legions were a great army of the Undead, raised by the Darien Ka as protection against the Molokian Hand. Our sole purpose was to eradicate all traces of the Hand, so that the Order could continue.
You spoke of a great battle?
10,000 strong we were, fearless and of one mind. Standing upon that battlefield, the darkened sky reflected in our black, burnished dread armor. The stamping cavalry on their shadow stallions behind the endless rows of the stone-faced pikemen. It was cold, but we had no breath. The air was so still.
And the Hand?
The Hand? Yes, the Hand. The Hand were the greatest warriors of their time. Quick, deadly, precise. They stood across from us, on the opposite ridge, lightly armored, faces masked, their archers armed with elven great bows almost as tall as they were. And fire, stranger. So much fire.
Okay, first of all, the Molokian Hand has fallen far from what it once was, it seems, because the current strain of them is kind of pathetic. Like, they tried to hunt me down in groups of 3 and fail one time after the other. But also, it's kind of crazy how he was an undead, but still he still maintains the memories of that. But I imagine he had no his own will. He had no will of his own, rather, at the time, because he said they were all of one mind, and by that I mean, I suppose he means that they were controlled by the Darien Ka. But usually in fiction, those lesser undead don't really have, aren't really self-aware, at least so far as we know. And he seems to remember what happened, but he had no control over his own body, which is kind of horrible, because not only was he technically dead and rotting, but also he was forced to do things and had no control over it. And there was a battle.
Oh, yes. There was a battle the likes of which Arcanum had never seen, perhaps will never see again. The Hand threw themselves against us, we without death, time and time again. They severed the arm that held the sword, burned the body which held the arm, destroyed the souls within those bodies. The Hand, you see, were themselves not unlearned in the ways of magic.
And the Grey Legions were defeated?
Yes, the Grey Legions fell on that day, but so did many of the Molokian Hand. A few soldiers from both armies stumbled off the battlefield and were lost to history. The Darien Ka were never heard from again.
You said you were the last. What did that mean?
As I said, there were a few Grey Legionnaires who survived. Because we were undead, we walked Arcanum for centuries, trying to stay hidden from the eyes of man. But the flesh, even the flesh of the undead, cannot last forever. Little by little, year by year, our earthly shells decayed.
So that's why you were a skeleton a few moments ago.
Yes, and I was fortunate. Do you see the piles of dust scattered here and there? Those are the last remains of my companions, dead, but not dead. You see, their souls are still trapped here on this plane, forever tied to their earthly remains. A curse. A cruel, cruel curse.
Okay, this is seriously fucked up. And I kind of feel very sorry for them, because, again, regardless of what kind of people they were, no one deserves that. He's telling me that this pile of ashes is basically sentient, and I am trampling upon it as we speak. And there is a soul trapped within this pile of ashes, just laying here forever. Is there nothing to be done?
There is nothing I can do. The dragon's blood pool can restore the flesh, but even it has its limits. Nothing will ever raise my comrades from the dust. They will live on, without voice, without dreams, without vision.
May I have more questions?
Of course.
Okay, I think I asked everything, so what will you do now, Torian Kel?
Now, I don't know. I don't belong here. It seems nothing like the world that I remember. All I know is war and death. Even after all of these centuries, I still feel the bloodlust, the need for battle. But mostly, I wish to free my remaining companions as I have been freed. Perhaps I will try to find the means to do so.
I might take him with me for now. I have a spot left, and he doesn't sound particularly evil. Sure, he is bloodthirsty, but who wouldn't be after spending hundreds of years as an undead, falling apart? Like you would have some anger issues, but he seems reasonable enough. He was definitely grateful to me for what I did, and he is courteous enough, to converse with. So maybe I can rein him in when he gets too bloodthirsty. And definitely I would like to help the others, because as I said, no one deserves such a fate. Perhaps you could come with me?
Come with you? But why? We are of different worlds, stranger. I am a deathless warrior, raised to shed blood in defense of a long-dead order. All I have left are my memories, and my hopeless quest.
I seek something too. Perhaps we might find answers together.
Perhaps you are right.
So will you join me?
I would never follow one who revolts me as you do.
Okay.
Was there anything else?
Okay. So I guess it is because he dislikes me. Let me try use a fate point for forcing the good reaction, because as I said last time with the orc, I don't have that much to do with them anyway.
Yes. What is it you want, stranger?
Can I ask more questions?
Of course.
Are you sure you want to join me?
Come with you. But why? We are of different worlds, stranger. I am a deathless warrior, raised to shed blood in defense of a long-dead order. All I have left are my memories, and my hopeless quest. Perhaps you are right.
So, will you join me?
I will not follow one who travels the path of righteousness.
Oh, and screw you, I guess.
Was there anything else?
Whatever. I kind of wasted that point, but at least I'm certain he won't join me because I have good alignment, and I guess he's evil. I feel like I might be making a mistake by leaving him here, but then he hasn't done anything wrong to me, and it would be kind of ridiculously cruel to revive him for like a minute and then kill him. So I think I'll just let him be. Now, I do have a couple of other things to do before progressing with the main quest, because for example, I would like to loot the remains of the Ashbury Castle, because last time I was there, I was far too weak to contend with the undead on the lowest level. What if I won't pay? But now I should be strong enough. Wait. Wait. What has happened? How is that possible? Bows from the archers. I lost Harrow again. How is that possible? A bow. Okay, there is Harrow. Did I... How does that work? Did I step into a trap that disarmed me? If I did, then I didn't see it, and it's like majorly annoying, actually. Because, sure, there is a prompt that you step into a trap, but it's kind of difficult to notice it when you're running around in those tight corridors. That's ridiculous. I should have no problem getting rid of the undead now, because I'm heaps stronger than I was the last time I visited this place. And also, now that Virgil has learned the unlocking cantrip, I might return to the StoneCutter Clan and try to open the doors there. Where was the entrance to? Okay, because obviously I do have a quest to do there as well, and there's like a bunch of trapped dwarves in there. I think I will do that. But first I will need to pawn all of my loot, because again, I am out of space in my inventory. Yeah, this was the chamber I was too weak to get through last time. I should be able to defeat them with little problems at this point. And there is a chest full of magical stuff. Well, maybe a little problem is a bit too generous, because I think I'm dead actually. Yeah. But it can be done, I just have to be a little lucky, I guess, and also a little more careful. Yeah, this is a nice opening.
I've been wounded terribly. Quickly, I need healing.
Okay. Yeah, this should work out all right.
The tranquility of death.
He said something about the tranquility of death.
A friend! I've been wounded terribly. Quickly, I need healing.
Okay, Magnus still died. So there is that. Okay, finally. I apologize for that. It was much harder than I anticipated it would be at this stage. Okay, so I think I'm ready to go to the StoneCutter Clan because I've cleared it all out. The only thing I have left to do is open some doors, which hopefully Virgil can do with his cantrip now. And then I need to do some shopping again, and by shopping I mean selling and also identifying, because I have a ton of magical stuff. All in all, though, I must say, I'm rather disappointed by this location, because it looks kind of cool, you know, the castle itself, and it's full of undead, so it promises some kind of grueling, haunting story, but as far as I know, there is no greater story attached to it. I have not found any like logs or books or journals within. I've only found many enemies, so it was more of a dungeon than anything else, which seems a bit of a wasted opportunity. Okay, what if I want to pay? I hope that my weapon dropped. They meant the enemy, and not one of mine. Okay, I still have Harrow, which is the most important thing. And no one escapes the Molochean hand. Well, I won't be escaping, so I guess that might, technically speaking, be true. But I'm pretty sure that's not what they had in mind when they said that no one escapes the Molochean hand. Okay, I didn't want to stop, actually. Hopefully, unlike the resurrection charm, he will just automatically use it. Because otherwise, what's even the point? Okay, this is ridiculous. If he has it, why doesn't he use it? How do I tell him to use it? As far as I know, I cannot drag it to my own. My own quick slot. This is pointless and annoying.
What is it that you want of me?
It's not here either. Because obviously it's not my spell, it's his. But I thought that now, when I tell him to pick a lock for me, he will use the spell instead of a skill. Well, I guess I will have to return later then. Maybe with an actual thief, if I ever find such a character. I'm kind of annoyed. Okay, I doubt he can wear that because it's not large. Magic letter armor. Plus 10 resistances. Plus 10. Problem is, if I throw it out, she's going to pick it up and steal it, literally. So I have to do some creative stuff with it. Okay, so this is more or less the same, right? Okay, this is identified. Unfortunately, I cannot wear magical armor because it's not going to work that well for me, right? And I doubt Virgil can wear plate, so I'm going to have to sell all of this, I guess. And she's probably not going to buy it, right? Yeah. Well, I guess I will need to do some back and forth then. Because Magnus has technological aptitude as well, so it's not going to work that great for him, because it adds critical mishap chance if you mismatch aptitude to your items. Okay, so those are the same. So it's armor class +2 and damage resistance +7. So they are better, I guess, and Sogmeat Mug has a neutral aptitude, so he should be able to wear them with no problem. I guess I will go to the Black Mountain, I mean to the Wheel Clan, because I wanted to buy a full set of dwarven plate for myself, now that I have enough coin to actually afford that. The dwarven chainmail is better than nothing, but at this point I should be able to afford something better. No one escapes the Molochean hand, apparently. Yeah, about that Molochean hand I just mentioned, apparently no one escapes it. I've heard such a thing once or twice. I'm going to buy this and wear it instead of this. I am also going to buy mithril ore. Oh, I need a black diamond for an offering, so I will buy that as well. I have enough gold to spare for the time being. And I guess the war gauntlets are also better than my current ones, so I am going to buy them as well, because it's AC 5 damage resistance 7 versus AC 6 damage resistance 8, so
What are you doing? Those are mine. My grandfather gave me those. They're my only connection to my lost clan. Give them back right now.
Oh, okay. Of course, Magnus. I'll leave them alone.
Thank you.
Damn it.
Outlanders. Never any respect for another dwarf's property.
Okay, he doesn't particularly like me now. Where even are they? Oh, I guess they returned to his inventory, but that's bad because he's suspicious of me now. Hopefully, I'll manage to make it up to him. Okay, what else? I can sell this, I guess. And as far as the mithril ore is concerned, I think it's an ingredient for the key to the Iron Clan, right? But I don't know where to find the Heartstone, so I guess I will have to wait for now. Okay, he will carry this. Hopefully the smith at Stillwater maybe can buy the items from me, and by items I mean the magical armor, because I imagine the dwarves don't like magical items because they have they have natural technological aptitude, so they don't work as well for them. Damn it, I should have given the chainmail to him. What do you sell? Maybe he has a small set of, well, studded armor. Does not interest me in particular. Oh well, I guess he will have to live with the leather armor for now. All I can pay you is 128. To be honest, at this point, it's a huge waste, but I kind of almost don't care. But I will store it at Sogmeat Mug, I guess, for now, because it's a little ridiculous to sell something that's worth 1,000 gold for 100, just because he doesn't have more. Okay, let me talk with the guy about how the Stillwater giant that he had me catch is clearly a hoax. How do you do? Dr. Fenwick said it was a rabbit, and the giant itself is a hoax. He couldn't. I mean, he's a scientific genius. I don't understand it at all. He says that the rabbit was painted blue and that you are insane. Lies, all lies. I have been duped somehow. Perhaps you switched the creature with a rabbit? No, wait. I know Dr. Fenwick has been possessed by otherworldly demons intent on my destruction. This must be it, unless he... okay, I'll show myself out. No, not demons. He wants to steal my discovery for himself. For some reason, I feel there are demons involved somehow. Okay, so he's clearly just insane. It is also obvious. Dr. Fenwick painted the rabbit blue, then told me, no wait, he made it shapeshift and he has sent it to attack me or mate with me. And where do the elves fit in all this? This must be a test of my wits by Fenwick. Okay, so he's clearly insane. However, I do have the fake skin that I might be able to present to the elf in exchange for the location of Quintarra. To what do we owe this visit? I've brought you the pelt. A truly shocked expression flashes across his face. What? The pelt you wanted, here it is. Really? He smiles smugly. And just where did you get it? I wonder if he smiles smugly because he knows it can't be the true one, because he knows I couldn't have gotten it, because he knows it doesn't exist. In which case, admitting to it might actually be a better option. But then, both of those are lies, because I didn't steal it, I actually bought it. But I think he smiles smugly because he knows he's expecting some kind of a far-fetched story, and then he will say that he knew all along that the creature is not real. So I think I'm going to say this, even though it's not true, but the game is not giving me an option, so I suppose it's an oversight on the part of the developers. Actually, I bought it from H.T. Parnell's museum in Tarrant. Ha, very good. You're a tricky one, and a good sport as well. You've earned the location of Quintarra. Here, let me show you on your map. It shows you 2 locations, and here's the mountain pass you need to take to get there. Many thanks. Okay, so I'm pretty much ready to go. However, I will see if the mage is at home, because maybe the mage will buy the armors from me. I doubt it, but they are magical, so maybe he will be interested after all. And anyway, I do need to close to his house, because I need to get to the world map area. Oh, he has not returned to his house. Oh, and I still have the pelt, I guess? So the elf doesn't care. Maybe I can return it to H.T. Parnell and actually get the money back. But regardless, I feel like this episode has been long enough, so I'm going to save here and seek Quintarra next time. For now, that's all for this one, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!